So the idea that the Brics countries are trying to move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over, according to Donald Trump. We are going to require commitment from these seemingly hostile countries that they will neither create a new Brics currency nor back any other currency to replace the mighty US dollar, or they will face 100% tariffs and should expect to say goodbye to selling into the wonderful U.S. economy. They can go find another sucker nation. There is no chance the Brics will replace the U.S. dollar in international trade or anywhere else. And any country that tries should say hello to tariffs and goodbye to America. So rather than freaking out and selling into rumors, which is what a lot of people are doing right now because of uncertainty, markets move primarily off of the news, the rumors, rather than the actual facts of what's taking place, because we have to look at the data and what's actually happening, because data reveals that retail investors are panic selling, but institutions are quietly accumulating. Right here on this chart, we can see retail in blue, large investors in red, and price in white. And so there's been a massive dump off in retail, weak hands getting shaken out of their positions, and we've seen an increase in large investors, whales and institutions accumulating more, which is why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. All right, when major companies are filing for ETFs, for example, Purpose Investments, they have $23 billion in assets under management, just filed a preliminary prospectus for a spot XRP ETF. Traders on poly markets now see an 81% chance of an XRP ETF approval in 2025. And we also have the former CFTC chair saying this about the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit.
Part of that issuance was deemed a security, part of it wasn't. SEC's appealing.
Yes.
There's a Trump SEC coming in. Are they going to drop the case, you think?
So, Charlie, as you know, I wrote a definitive law review article before that case was brought, arguing that XRP was not a security subject to the SEC. It turned out that the judge who ruled in that case sided with the view,
or half
of it.
Right.
I would recommend that it's time for regulatory agencies to drop a lot of these cases where they've lost at the trial court.
If you were a betting man, would they drop the XRP case?
I think they should. And
will they?
I would bet they would.
So with the tariff news from Trump causing panic in the market, yet we have so much more bullish news to look forward to, let's just look at the charts and let's see what they're showing. Because the Bitcoin stock to flow model that shows the days until the next halving and then puts this color code from red to purple on here, let's see where we are in comparison to the past. Because if we zoom in right here, Bitcoin's halving was all the way back here in April of 2024 when Bitcoin's price was around $60,000 to $70,000. And now that we're sitting just right around $100,000, consolidating within this range right here as we transition from orange to light orange, getting ready to go to yellow. Well, let's refresh the page and let's see where we were last market cycle right around this time frame when we were transitioning from orange to light orange, getting ready to go to light yellow. We were still in a bull market. It wasn't until we transitioned from a yellow to light green that we saw a major sell-off in the market. And then from light green to blue on the right-hand side of the screen, we peaked out at the lime green color right here. Let's look at the last cycle and let's see what happened back in 2016 until 2017. So when we transitioned from dark orange to light orange, we saw this rally up in the market to about 1,200. We sold off back down to $935. And then during yellow is when we went all the way up to $2,900. And then from yellow to light green, there was some volatility, 30% corrections on the way up. But look at how far above the stock to flow line we went, close to 20K during the lime green phase of the market. So for people to say that we are at the top right now and that we're going down and that the bull market is over, but yet when we look at the stock to flow rainbow indicator, it shows us that the true top of the market comes after yellow, and right now we are transitioning from dark orange to light orange, and we are still below the stock to flow line by a magnitude of about $120,000, because the price right now at 100 grand and the stock to flow model line shows we should roughly be at $220,000. Even at the peak here where it plateaus, roughly around $400,000, shows that relative to the past, Bitcoin is undervalued as we transition from dark orange to light orange. So sure, there could be some more volatility to the downside, but just based on this chart alone, based on the data, we're far from the top of the market cycle, because every single market cycle, the top has come in around lime green and we're not even to yellow yet. Plus, everything is playing out as it always does. Every cycle, Binance flushes max pain before the markup. So newbies panic and hodlers, large holders, buy the dip. which is exactly what I just showed you in this chart right here by Crypto Quant, with retail selling off and large investors buying up their bags. So no, the title is not clickbait. This is all part of their plan, and I'm going to cover what happens next over the next few months that we need to be ready for. But before we get into some more charts and more facts and more data to help you get your shirt back if you lost your shirt over the past week or two in the market, and let's just see what the Simpsons have to say. Now, quick disclaimer, there are plenty of reasons to be bullish on crypto and the long-term future of the market other than some cartoons that tell you to buy crypto. By no means am I saying to buy crypto because of a cartoon here. I just find this stuff really interesting because I personally don't believe in coincidences, and I'm going to share with you why. But check this out.
Buy crypto, suckers!
So right here, we can see the symbols on the back of this stone couch here, and this looks like a triskelion, right? Now, one thing that's interesting, in another image from the same episode, we can see the grandpa sitting right here, and we see his back covering the other side of the triskelion right here. And for those of you that don't know what a triskelion is, it's an ancient symbol consisting of a triple spiral exhibiting rotational symmetry. The spiral design can be based on interlocking Archimedean spirals or represent three bent human legs. So in this case, they're using the spirals.
No! 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 The money's gone.
And in my last video, I talked about this episode right here that says countdown to Y2K with two planes crashing in the sky. And then on the bottom left, we see the US dollar going to zero with a dead computer right here in season 33, episode 1. And now season 33, episode 2 is showing the triskelion, with this episode airing October 3rd of 2021. If we just look up triskelion, this is what it looks like right here. And very similar to the Ripple logo right here for the company. So it's not just a coincidence here. This is actually the triskelion logo. And I proved in a previous video of them doing a tour through the Ripple office saying this.
So it's symbolized by phi, this Greek symbol. And so out of that, we create a logo called the triskelion, which is our Ripple logo. And so out of that, we create a logo called the triskelion, which is our Ripple logo.
Now, if we look up triskelion on the Gematria calculator right here, we can also see it comes up as Grateful Dead. As you guys know, Grateful Dead came out with a song called Ripple 4 years ago. And this was posted December 17th, 2020. Now, do you guys remember what happened in December of 2020? Well, precisely 5 days after that song was posted on YouTube, the Securities and Exchange Commission filed their lawsuit against Ripple. So how is it that the triskelion logo is being used in this Simpsons episode right here, and it is what Ripple created their logo on? Plus, if we go on the Gematria calculator and we type in the Simpsons, it comes up as Skull and Bones. It also comes up as XRP Boom. It also comes up as Rothschild's bloodline, the royal lineage, the stage is set, big announcement, Tesla time machine. And as you guys know, in The Simpsons, they live in a town called Springfield. Well, if we type in Springfield on the Gematria calculator, it comes up as So It Begins, Master Plan, Moonshot, Gold Standard. Even if we type in just Simpsons and take the word the off of it, it comes up as Metacortex and the Phoenix. Now, we talked about this in a previous video with Metacortex specifically, coming up as Ripple XRP, and even XRP Ripple is like the first three things with Metacortex, and Ripple XRP all one word. And if you didn't see this post that I made on Twitter back in November, you can follow me at RunLifeNick, but I posted about where Metacortex comes from, and it's from the Matrix. And if you look at Metacortex's logo right here, it's simply the XRP logo turned sideways. Now, Neo is named Thomas Anderson, and what's interesting is Thomas Anderson from the movie comes up as number 589 in Hebrew Gematria, which is the exact same as Donald Trump and ISO XRP. It also is A Storm Is Coming, Ripple the Bull. So before you think I'm completely off my rocker here, well, I like to back this stuff up based on the charts and also fundamental news that's taking place, because Kraken is set to delist USDT and non-MiCA compliant stablecoins in the European EEA by March 31st. Now, Ripple's RLUSD is conquering the stablecoin market, and XRP is an auto bridge asset for every RLUSD transaction.